What's up everyone? Hope you're doing good. One of those days, you know, where you have been praying for some miracle, praying for something to happen, and finally, you know, you've done your little rain dance, you've done your little fucking sacrifice to the gods, and something from the sky has answered. And guess what's happening, guys? Police in the UK can now use stingers against moped thieves. Pre-warning to this video, guys. If you are a ultra left-wing butterfly, if you think that all human life is sacred, even though they're running around and stealing things and throwing acid on people, then you should just turn off this video. First of all, as well, guys, I want to wish you all a very happy new year, and I hope you had a good Christmas and a good break. Gabby and I were doing really good. I was going to do a motorcycle vlog today, but as the weather, it seems outside, looks like we're in the middle of a tropical storm. I thought I didn't live in the tropics. I thought I lived in the UK, but outside it is quite honestly just tidal. It's ridiculous. Second of all, I'd like to apologise for the what seems to be Mount Everest that has just appeared on my face. We can't all be perfect. I try to be. I was shaving and I just cut myself, and there's nothing worse than shaving and then you have a little nick and then it turns into just a giant fucking spot. You're gonna see like some creature just come put a flag on it and be like, yes, I have done it. I have conquered this hill. I made a video quite recently, a few months ago, where I basically said that, you know, for me, something needs to be done. You know, loads of people have done videos and there's something needs to be done about motorcycle thefts, primarily, but also moped criminals that are using mopeds to commit crimes, like, as I mentioned, you know, stealing stuff, smash and grab jobs, you know, even going so far as to being really heinous and disgusting and throwing acid on people's faces and things. And these guys, you know, they've been basically getting away with it for such a long time in London because, first of all, there was nothing to really kind of stop them. You know, in London, it's really difficult for you to stop a motorcycle because the traffic's really bad, you know, especially an unmarked one, you know. Also, the policy wasn't there, so police, you know, they were like, there's a guy committing a crime over there, but we can't chase him, ooh. Because the policy, like, basically there was in my previous video I mentioned that there's a guy who died while being chased by police. He was on the back of a moped or something, and without a helmet, and he came off and died. And since then, like, understandably so, like, police have been very much like, look, we're not gonna chase them, it's not worth the risk, you know. In their eyes, you know, human lives are human lives, fair enough. Well, not their eyes, but in the eyes of policy, I'm sure a lot of police would love to chase these guys, but, you know, in their eyes, well, they can't do it, you know. I'd be scared about losing my job as well if I was these policemen. I also want to throw out there that I have the biggest respect for British policemen and policemen in the UK. I think we have one of the best police forces in the world, and you know, I've met loads of policemen over my 25 years on this earth, and they have all been stellar people. It isn't their fault that there was these huge increase in crimes, you know, they couldn't really do anything about it, pretty complicated for them. But now, thank God, times are changing, and there is going to be a crackdown on these absolute see you next Tuesdays that are rampaging around London. The Met Police have had a cool new amount of different things. First of all, they've got new BMW scramblers. They say scramblers, but I think it's an F800. It looks like an F800 or maybe a GS800, I'm not sure. It's something BMW 800y, which I think would be awesome, you know. But those bikes are perfect because you can go off-road, you can go up pavements, you can, you know, go through like parks and stuff in London, you can move through traffic really well. They're really light. Even though they're an adventure bike, they're very light. They have great torque, perfect motorcycles, and you can load them up with other stuff as well. Awesome. The second thing as well is that they're now using DNA sprays. So if a policeman gets close to a criminal, they can spray him. If he knows he's not going to catch the fucker, but he can spray the fucker with like, it's kind of like jizz a little bit. Let's just put it that way. DNA spray, you know, kind of like jizz. So they basically spray the perpetrator with jizz and jizz on his bike. Well, not jizz. It's like synthetic jizz. We'll call it. The police spray the perpetrator with synthetic jizz, which apparently is really hard to get off your clothes. Not that I would know. And your skin as well. And they can basically, later on, if they catch the perpetrator, they can identify if they were at that crime or whatever. Which is really cool. I think it's interesting technology. I think mentally it would deter crimes from happening because they'd be like, oh, well, you know, if they can catch me later with the stuff, you know. It's more of a deterrent, but I think it's still a really cool concept, you know. synthetic jizz tracking. The other thing as well, and the cool, really awesome thing, is that they're going to be using stingers, automatic stingers. These stingers can basically remotely puncture motorcycle tires for people who are escaping on bikes or mopeds, which is it's kind of like a terrifying thought, really, because you know you only have 2 wheels on a bike. As soon as you lose one, you're going down. Like, there's no 2 ways about that. So for the police to be able to use these instruments and do it without being cracked down on after they use it, if a guy gets injured, I think that's a great thing. The other thing they're doing as well is policies changing now, which is that the Met Police Commissioner and some other politicians have said that if you're a policeman and you're chasing somebody who's not wearing a helmet, if you're chasing a guy on a moped and he comes off, you're not going to be held, and he hurts himself, you're not going to be held liable for any damages that happen to him. My honest opinion is that if you commit a crime like that, like, you are automatically, you know, forfeiting any responsibility of protection that the police have towards you. That's my honest opinion. When you commit a crime, you assume the risks that happen, and now that these tools and these policies are in place, there is an even greater risk. Already, since these changes have been announced, they said there's been a 25% reduction in moped-related crimes just in London, which is incredible if you think about it, that this is already happening. You know, there's been a conceited push by members of biking communities, by members of the public who don't ride motorcycles, by the YouTube community. Everyone has been pushing for this to happen, and guys, well done everyone. Like, it's been a long time coming, and there's still much more work to do on this topic, but it's definitely happening. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of cool update that's happening. You've probably read it in the news, but I thought I'd make a video on it because it's such an awesome thing that's happened. Let's keep pushing against these guys. Let's keep pushing against these criminals. They are giving all of the biking community a bad name, and they should be stopped. And I'm a happy bunny with this, guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Love you all to pieces. I will see you in the next video. Peace!